With the new Secrets of Gloomrot update, it's so much more interesting to farm for a horse with the perfect stats, as now you can transform them into a trusty steed which will never go away. In this guide, we're going to talk about the best possible stats you can find on a horse, different farm locations where you can secure one of these in no time, and also how to upgrade them for even more efficiency. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is upgrade your castle heart. I think it's to level 3 or 4, but it will be very clear once you get to this quest line in the top left of the screen. As reward, you will get the Dominate Mount ability, which is similar to Dominate Human. If you cast this on one of the horses you found, you will basically convert it into a vampiric steed. Once you've dominated your own steed, you can now use an additional ability. Not just the gallop ability, but also the shadow leap to quickly traverse terrain, make jumping over obstacles a lot easier. Right now though, you can also add saddles to your mount to make them look a little bit different, and also add extra stats, which you can craft at the leather working station. So right here we have Vampire Horse Saddle, but also the Plague Chemist Saddle, which is part of DLC, but they basically add the same stats, only some different visuals. And yeah, talking about DLC, here, have a free key for the Sinister Evolution Pack DLC. First come, first served. I'll share more of them in my future videos. One of the best places to quickly get your hands on a steed is the Dunley Farmlands, as this one is central on the map, but also accessible from all the endgame zones. All the bigger areas, like the Dawnbreak village right here, the Bastion of Dunley, the Mosswick village, but especially the horse track are filled with horses. This is probably my favorite spot to quickly find a couple of those, as you will find plenty of horses in this area. I usually take the Dunley Farmlands waygate to the southwest to quickly travel to this farm right here. Then walk towards the northwest, the horse track, go to the cotton farm right here, Dunley lumber mill, and also the Mosswick village, where you will find plenty more horse areas along the way. The reason why I think the Dunley Farmlands is so nice for the horses is because it's very easy to spot where you'll be able to pick up the horses, as they're always positioned inside these stables, while in other biomes it's going to be a little bit more difficult to see the exact location where they're at. This is already a pretty nice horse, 10 max speed, 5 acceleration, and almost the maximum rotation speed. The maximum stats for a horse would be 11, 7, 14, which is pretty difficult to find, but if you can already find one with max speed over 10, acceleration over 5, and rotation over 13 or maybe even 12, that would be more than enough to start off with. This one right here has 10.4, 6.9 and 12.7, also a very nice find. Remember, 11 and 7 in these two categories are maximum, so we're pretty close to that. This third horse has almost the maximum rotation speed. Well, this is definitely not the thing you want to focus on. After you've checked all horses, they will also turn blue. You can see these icons on the map, so you know you've already checked them out. You just want to wait for them to despawn, which does happen if they aren't fed enough water. 10.2, 5, and 12. This one actually has max rotation speed, but once again, we want to make sure that our acceleration is also in a nice level. In the Silverlight Hills and other endgame areas, it's more difficult to determine where exactly you'll be able to find these stables, and the density of horses is also less. As you can see, I visited 3 different outposts with only a total of 7 horses, while if we look at the Dunley, this place can be filled with them. At least 1, 2, 3, or sometimes even 5 horses in one single area. That's why the Dunley Farmlands is the hands down best place to farm for them. Even little farms on the map without the horse icon displayed can still have stables with horses. The horse track is probably one of my favorites, while on the cotton farm, northeast of the haunted iron mine, they seem to respawn very fast. I mean, right now I have over 10 different horses on my screen. So if you want to quickly get your hands on a decent steed, this is the place to be. Yeah, it's also very important to know that the stats won't be higher if you go to an endgame zone. They are always randomized, so you want to focus on a place where you can easily clear enemies. And look at this, all the horse track, new horses spawned in as well, just a couple minutes after checking out this area. We've got 4 new horses right here as well, so 8 new horses in one single area. We haven't even checked out every single spot. I mean, this is where we find even more of them. A 10.6, 6.5, 14. A little bit better than the horse which I currently have with 10.7, only 0.1 movement speed higher, while it has lower acceleration and rotation speed. So what we can do right now is get rid of our old horse. Very important. First, take off the saddle. Then execute it with your ultimate's ability Keybind. Use your dominant mount ability on the new steed, and of course equip the saddle onto it. Still need to find a better name for it though, so if you have ideas, leave them in the comments down below. Actually, let me know in the comments what your horse is called in general. I'd love to hear it, but that is basically it. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you found this video helpful to basically get the most out of horses, the best stats. And yeah, if you want to see more guides, be sure to check out my links in the description or my V-Rising playlist. Right now though, it is 4 AM out, so I want to wish you an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.